That way, shall we, for everyone to enjoy right at the beginning. Difficult for him to find the breaking point, said Peter Schoen out there on stage 9. Tells us he's just feeling that he was on the brakes just a bit too early, losing ground in that battle for third. Yes, he's learning though, don't forget. As for Brian Bouffier, well, moving past Peter Schoen, getting more relaxed out there, finding a good rhythm, taking it a little bit easier. Yes, and had some hairy moments on day one, but just relaxing into the situation this time by. Seemingly quite like the Ret. Well, it stopped raining now, and the roads are just starting to dry, and I guess it's going to be slicks for us right now, but I don't mind what the weather is. Softer rubber, but harder for some. I just hope that that does the trick. Freddie Loix, still not too much of a worry, trying to avoid mistakes, and as a result, just easing off the pace ever so slightly. And why not? Well, easing off the pace, but still taking the stage yet again. Yes, concerned about what the clouds are doing.
I'm still waiting for the last weather information, but of course this morning I think I made the right tire choice, and it's not up to me to take any risk now with my tire. It's up to the Peugeot boys.
There you go. It's in your court, fellas, and Guy Wilkes leading that flotilla, as you can see. So on to stage 10, Freddie Loix making the difference on the longest stage, absolutely flying. Yes, had to do well here as he was worried about road conditions on the second loop of the stage. Freddie, worried? Really? Yes, guess what? Took the stage. What else? Opened, using the road position to his advantage. Tony Gardemeister, though, puncturing the very first corner, lost a lot of time, 3.5 minutes and more. Yeah, same happens to Mikkelsen and Rossetti, and indeed many others. Well, he wasn't the most prominent of the victims, Tony Gardemeister. Got to tell you, it was Guy Wilkes. Jeremy, big drama for the leading Peugeot. 2 punctures within the first kilometre, and then 1 in the first kilometre, and then another halfway through the stage. Carried 2 spares, had to use both, unfortunately. Lost 6 minutes, Guy. What a disaster. Goodness gracious, where was Guy? Down the order is the answer, unfortunately tumbling to 11th place, just in front of Robbie Barrable and Damien Conley, going brilliantly in their Skoda Fabia S2000. On board with Bouffier on 11, tyre choice seemed to have been perfect, hard slick, his first stage win of the rally. Only the second driver to get the better of Loix. To hope for errors by Loix and just keep his own focus. Julien Morin, some big names struggling. Yeah, some drivers like Morin coming up and filling the gap. His M Sport Ford Fiesta running smoothly. 5th on stage 11. Peter Schoen has finished 11th with a broken radiator. Yeah, stopped in the road section afterwards to check tyre pressure. Hit a post in front of the car when restarting. Sadly for him, had to retire after. Oh dear.
I hadn't had any warm moments in the car, and then something stupid on the road section happened. It's I think one of the stupidest abandons I ever had in my career.
There you go. Glory within grasp, you might say. Hans Weiss, 17th on stage 12. Moved to a podium position though after Schoen's retirement. Good battle, but on a spin on 13. Yeah, lost it again with that battle with Cassier. Now it's to push to get back, running 4th overall. Ben Cassier battling very close with Weiss up top. It's going to be between the pair of them, high up the order. Brian Bouffier benefited from his fellow Peugeot drivers' punctures up to 2nd overall. Fastest time in stage 13 as well. Wilkes second quickest indeed on 13. Freddie Loix just easing off a little bit. But Loix maintaining that lead. Fast Freddie knows exactly what to do here. He can play the game, and why not? 6 times a winner of this event, and it looms large in his focus every single year. Marks it in red in his diary, intending to win. Or would you bet against him? Not on this sort of form, you might say. Unbelievable, leading Bouffier by 1:41. Bernd Kaiser suffering from power steering problems from the right at the beginning of stage 14. Yes, lost over 40 seconds and third spot overall, retiring just ahead of stage 15. What a shame. Michael Solovov, yes, better grip, he said, in 14 than in the previous loop on board his M Sport machine. 11th quickest time on stage 14, taking 4th spot overall after Cassius' retirement. 13th best time on 15. Good effort. So the standings after stage 15, Loix and Bouffier still in dominant form. Stage 14 won by Guy Wilkes, incidentally, ahead of Vice Junior. Stage 15, Mikkelsen taking one of his 3 victories out there. Retired yesterday, restarted under Super Rally. Yeah, punctures 3 kilometres into the end of stage 14, but taking stages 12, 15 and 16, so showing his pace. Disappointment, of course, not to be fighting for victory out there. Freddie Loix, well, still leading overall and just carrying that advantage to the end, not wanting to make too many mistakes, and his stage winning ways, well, apparently over for now. Loix, though, with that comfort zone, why on earth would you push it with a 1:35 lead, driving within himself? Guy Wilkes fighting hard to get back to 5th, scoring important points in the championship. A nice comeback by him. Yes, if it wasn't for his terrible luck, yes, he wouldn't have any luck at all. Unbelievable. Poor Guy, but he will be back. Been really showing some excellent pace out there. Super work. Michael Solovov has also been outstanding for Ford. Very impressive on the second day for the Polish duo. Lacking top results, but steady. Last 2 stages driven with the throttle stuck so hard, he had to use tie grips to actually pull the throttle back up off the floor. That's how bad it was. Rally Radio providing us with that information. Thanks, boys. Hans Weiss, first ever IRC podium for him. About to get funding for more rallies this season. Yes, most definitely with this performance, a driver of the rally. Nobody expected him to be anywhere near the podium. Fabulous, fabulous performance. You'll be seeing an awful lot more of that boy. Brian Bouffier we know about. Lots of ups and downs throughout this rally. Consistent, yes, on the second day. Waiting for his chance, biding his time. But in the end, it had to be the runners-up spot, because there was one man here that just could not be beaten. Yes, not Roberts, Barrable and Damien Connolly, although they did a great job finishing just outside of the top 10 in 11th place. Well done, fellas. But Freddie Loix, yes, 7th victory in Ypres. As the biggest hospitality zone here. Believe me, the celebrations are still rolling on into the night. Yes, they don't need a light pod to light up this rally. You just need Freddie Loix.
Yeah, this one
what a way to do it.
It was too easy in the beginning, I could say, because straight away I lost Jan Kopecky and then Thierry Neuville. I think these 2 drivers, they could make it quite difficult for me. So, but on the end of the story, I'm happy with my victory.
Good boy. Guy Wilkes, incidentally, winning the final stage, 18. Adding that to a whole host. There he was, finishing, as you can see, in 5th place. Solovov, Weiss, Bouffier, and of course Loix ahead of him. And there the remainder of the top 10. Rob Barrable and Damien Connolly just making it onto our graphics classification. 7 minutes and 53 down for the Irish duo. Well, further down the order, Jesper van der Heuvel in his rally art machine. Yeah, starting the day 5th overall, 112 class stages on the day, the last 4 in fact. Closed the gap on Langen Akens and took the lead on stage 13. He then crashed on 14, able to continue after 16, second overall, but only 0.4 down. Took the lead after 17 and indeed took the production cup. Absolutely superb. Jonas Langen Akens, the Belgian, starting the day as leader. led until 12, as you've heard, recovering because of the issues with Van der Heuvel. In the end, finishing in second place. In fact, swapping that with Anthony Martin along the way and his Rally Art machine. Yeah, some real battles out there. It wasn't all about Rally Art boys, though. Philippe Barbier as well, also involved. Here is Anthony Martin, bouncing between third and fourth place overall. Very, very competitive, these boys. And, yes, determined to close the gap on those S2000 machines and doing a fine job of it as well. Phil Barbier proving that Subaru still have a presence here. More than that, looking very, very good, finishing in 5th place there. In the Production Cup, well, as far as the two-wheel drivers were concerned, yes, Chris Princeton, after the loss of the leader, Kevin Abring, contested since the beginning of this, Sheran's retirement after stage 15. Princeton, the new leader, won 4 stages on the final day, 11th in GC, 24th in GC. Martin Kangur and the Honda starting day 2 in 5th place, and then making a great push towards the end in this one. Deserved everything he got, Kangur. So they are the standings of the two-wheel drive boys, as you can see. Well, it'd be hard pushed to find a more popular winner of this rally. Freddie Lux is kind of making it a habit, is he not? 7th win here. You wouldn't bet against Date. He'll be back next year. Hopefully we will be too. Terrific performance by Freddie Lux. Yep, you can't take it away from him. Almost belongs to him. Lux and Miclot then doing it ahead of Bouffier and Pansieri. Weiss and Degant also making it count on this one. Guy Wilkes remaining in 6th place in the IRC drivers standings. It's been busy. Don't forget, we'll have highlights, and some of the pictures that we haven't yet seen will be included in that show tomorrow night, so hope you can join us for that. Skoda, well, extending their lead over Peugeot in the manufacturers' standings. It's 24 points now, doubling the gap. So we look forward to your company for the highlights of what has been a tremendous rally, this one. It's taken prisoners, oh yes. They should build a tribute at that corner, incidentally. We'll have the review, don't forget, 21:30 Central European time, 8:30 in the evening tomorrow. I'm Carlton Kirby, hope to have your company for that.